Lindsay email.
There's also, I'm sending this separately. There's something that will be a nice resource for you. It's just a website full of links for Mindtap.
Okay.
Little videos that you can watch to kind of learn things along the way as you wish.
Okay. And I need to put my name. All right, I should be on my way to joining the WebEx.
Okay.
Well, evidently. It's installing the Cisco. I think I just took this off. I got a new computer about 4 days ago.
Okay.
So that
if it's doing the spinning thing underneath, it says run a temporary application.
No.
I don't know if that's the screen you're looking at quite yet, but there is a way at some point to skip, the download process and just do something temporarily. But if you want to download it, that will just make it easier if we ever need to meet again.
Okay. Well, we're at like 60%, 85%, 98. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I just saw your name pop in too.
Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, right now you should just be seeing nothing currently. I haven't shared. It was just an empty WebEx, so now I'm sharing my screen. But what I'm going to do is got to make it where you can share yours.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm thinking I actually need to not be sharing, and then
so you can see mine.
Not yet. I'm gonna kind of release control to you here. I just have to remember how to do that. Oh yeah, I think that's what it is. I click on your name. Okay. Okay. There we go. So if you click in the top left where you see all the tabs, if you click under share, are you able to do my screen?
No, it's all grayed out.
Okay. One sec. Okay. Give it a shot now.
The only thing I've got's multimedia.
Okay. Did you get anything? I just made it where you're the host. Did you get anything as far as that?
Under share, the only thing I've got is multimedia. I've got open chat, send a transcript, invite. I'm getting something's happening.
Yeah, I switched it back to where it's sharing my screen again. I just need to remember how to make you the presenter. I think I might have just done it. There we go. Did you just get like a pop-up or notification or something like that? Saying you're the presenter. You might
host. Yeah, it says host by my name.
Okay, so go ahead and click share now.
Yeah, there we go. My screen, monitor. Oh, okay. I've got two monitors here. I'm going to hit monitor 1, which I think is the one.
That's and fine. I'm sure you can just drag.
If it,
two over.
If this is.
But yeah, it looks like up at the top you got. I see Blackboard up there.
Okay. Then I thought that was the right one. All right. So now you should see my inside Blackboard inside my course.
So you've got, what we did is we built a instructor Mindtap folder. You see it on the left side about halfway down.
Here, yes.
And what we tried to do was build the instructions into there.
Well, I tried to go by those instructions and I got stuck.
Okay. Let's start with the third one down, the third one down. Click on where it says systems check.
Okay.
Not the files themselves. Sorry. You can exit out of that. Where the title itself. Okay. So there we go.
I have a Mac at home, which is what I was working on this on.
Okay.
Which if I had had a brain, I probably would have brought with me today and used. But for some reason, no matter what I do, I can't get the pop-ups to be enabled on everything. I've done Chrome and I've done Safari.
Okay.
And it still says pop-ups are not enabled. So.
Okay. Sometimes when you do that, you've got to like completely exit out of Chrome and then reopen it, not just the tab itself. So sometimes it'll kind of give you a false diagnosis. You'll have fixed the setting or changed it to where you're allowing pop-ups, and you'll still get the red exclamation point, even just because it hasn't
updated
or you're not running a new instance of Chrome yet. So perhaps that's it, but I can help you through that stuff. And then it shouldn't matter whether you're using Mac or PC, Safari versus Chrome. I would suggest Chrome over everything else. It just seems to play the nicest with everything out there. So for Flash, if you exit out of this tab we're in, we'll actually go into, so you're on a PC right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a look. I don't particularly know what we need to do for Flash, but it'll be in that requirements for PC PDF that we were in there before. There's going to be something about Flash in there, hopefully.
Flash plugin, page 38.
If you click on it, it should launch you.
Yeah.
So some of that stuff is really tiny for me, but
it's tiny for me too, and I've got glasses. Latest version of Flash. This is probably because my computer's brand new now. One of the benefits of getting a new system is this one is a lot faster than my old one.
Oh yeah, it'll be nice once you get kind of all the components in there.
Okay, well that's
a good thing.
Yeah. All right, I don't really need to.
Okay, so it looks like you're good to go on Flash.
Let's get out of there. We don't care. All right, and back over here.
Okay, so try the systems check again. We'll test our theory here. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, it'll probably change over if you were to hit the X in the top right, close everything down, and come back. I think it would then pass you.
Okay.
So for now, actually, maybe we should do that.
Close everything down.
Yeah, just do the X in the top right.
Is that gonna shut us down by any?
Good call. I'm still seeing everything right now, so I would leave that one there, and we'll see if, because that's WebEx usually opens up in its own little kind of application, so we should be fine. If you go ahead and open Chrome again now, we'll go back through and just see just in Blackboard. We'll test things out.
The wrong course. Let's see. I need there we go. Right course.
Okay. Let's see. So we were in that instructor Mindtap folder. Now we should be able to
Do the system check again. Doesn't like that.
Well, once we get into the Mindtap, I can test that with a video.
Okay.
Try and play it, see what happens. That's where that comes into play.
Okay.
So you're going to want to copy that long alphanumeric code.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where I got stuck at because it didn't let me put in this long alphanumeric code.
Okay.
All right, and then click here.
Mm-hmm. You're going to do...
Copy.
Yep. That bottom one. And then paste that in there.
Yeah,
Here's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
So when you highlighted that before, on the far left side of that alphanumeric code, there's some spaces that you highlighted. And that's probably what it is. So you just need to get to back in the other window we were just at.
I just pulled it. Oh,
it's
hang on. It's on my other screen. Hang on a second. Come here. Over here. There we go.
So you see right that number. Oh.
Well, I would, but get out of there. There we go.
Okay. See before that number 5, how there's some spaces?
Yeah.
Get rid of those spaces and then hit verify. And I'm guessing sometimes when you paste things like this, it doesn't like spaces.
Well, actually, this is not the screen it brought me to. It would only accept like 10 digits.
Okay.
And so there was no way I could like do anything. And as far as like the
phone call from Shannon Brown.
Hold on a second. Get rid of that. There was where this says like course name, course start date. I didn't have any of that. It just said course key, and it would only allow me to put in the 10 digits, and then it would say error. So
okay.
I'm not sure where it was sending me.
Okay. Did you click verify already?
Do I need to put in anything else here?
Nope. I don't think so. I wonder if I thought we would. Maybe we do name it, I guess, first. So this, just give it like CHD 5033, but name it like summer 2017, because this will kind of compile under your account, your Cengage account, and then if you ended up teaching this course again or whatever, or maybe another instructor wanted to copy, that's exactly what we're doing right now, is copying from Tiffany's course, and that's what that alphanumeric key is. So it's just nice to be able to designate for yourself that this is.
I got to look and see when it ends because I don't know.
That's fine.
Let's see. Let's pull this. When does it end? Let's see. June something. Right here, June 24th. And where did it go? June 24th. Okay. Should I hit copy all activity dates or not?
I don't think Tiffany put anything in there. That would be if it would make sense when you're copying like this from term to the same term. I just don't think it's usually when somebody's created a master course and everybody, because you guys have different dates, start dates, end dates, so we can't say blanket across all sections of this that everybody's going to have the same things due on the same days. So that's what that feature is for, but I don't think it makes sense in this scenario. So,
okay. What's the Eastern time zone?
it is about 3/4 of the way down above Indiana.
Eastern. There it is. I see it. All right, continue.
And then do the verify again. We'll see what happens there. Okay. It's not.
Well, I clicked it.
Yeah. It's a good thing that there's no red text coming up or anything like that. So try continue. We'll see what happens. Great. So I'm thinking to verify if it were to be a wrong number, it would have thrown you that error probably like you saw before. But it would be nice to get some positive affirmation.
Yes, like yay, success or something.
Face or something.
Yeah.
So this is just a quick little, making sure you know what author and title Mindtap you just created. So that's the right one. Go ahead and hit enter. Might have a user agreement for you. No. Okay. So this is a quick little gray film over everything just to kind of show you where stuff is. This is the first time you've been in the Mindtap.
I've seen that. I was able to see all of this the other day. I just couldn't get it to do what we just did. So I've watched the video. I've seen all of this.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder how that
happened.
Yeah. Something I'm gonna do on my end here. I'm gonna jump into your account in our system and just see what kind of access. When you create a course like that, it creates a little access code for you. So I just want to make sure there's not like a bunch. You can click the little white X in the top right. That's on that gray film.
Here?
Not that one. Nope. Down a little bit by the question mark. Yeah. That'll get rid of that.
Okay.
So when you're in Mindtap, all of your navigation will happen on the screen as opposed to forward or backward. And this is a copy of everything that Tiffany had done. So it looks like she hid some additional resources here. And then she's kind of left it up to everybody individually to decide what you want to use. If you jump into a folder, you'll see all the videos and stuff. Why don't we, since we had that flash thing before, let's see if we can get a video to play.
Well,
we just got to find one. Do you go? I know chapter 4 in part 2 when it starts to jump into the theories. I know theories of therapy. That's when we'll start to find some videos.
Okay.
It's gonna be in the practice area. There we go. There's Stan. He's at the very top.
Here?
Yeah.
And how do you know that's a video? Oh, watch the video. That makes perfect sense. I didn't do anything, so.
I don't know what that. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't. You don't want to do.
Get out of there.
It's like an advertisement of some type.
Okay.
Okay, good.
It's working. I got no volume, or I got no sound. Why do I have no sound? My speakers are on. This is.
See the little microphone?
Oh, hang on.
Right there. Make sure that's up.
At least we can see what he's saying. Hang on a second. I've got a headset plugged in here.
Is somewhat holding back in many ways. So when we meet for this 7th session, I say.
So we've got that. Trying to think. I'm in your account, just kind of browsing around here, just back in and making sure that we don't have any situations where there's like 2 courses that I don't think there is, though.
Okay,
So now you should be able to click that X in the top right, just as a general
here.
suggestion. Yeah, anytime you're leaving Mindtap to go back to Blackboard or go to something else, just exit out of it. It's a pop-up. So if you minimize it, you're going to end up doing some other stuff in Blackboard, and then you'll click on the link and nothing will happen, and you'll be like, oh, it's not working. But really, it's down in your bar at the bottom, just updating. And so it can be a little confusing. That's what every time I leave Mindtap, I just exit out of it, because whenever you want to go back in, you'll just click on it and you'll be back in. So as far as the rest of what you want to do, similarly to how, the reasoning behind why we didn't copy dates, Tiffany hid some things that she didn't think you guys should or need to be using from the Mindtap, but everything else is kind of left there for you to decide what you want to use from within the Mindtap. If you do want something to be counted for a grade and you would like it to flow automatically into your Blackboard gradebook, all you need to do is build a link into your Blackboard course wherever you want. So you've got your week folders on the left there.
Yeah, here.
That's where you would put content that you want them to do.
Well, this already has, like here, this is what we were just looking at.
Okay.
No, that's not what we were looking at.
It's the same
right.
case as Dan, but for chapter 1. So an easy way for you, if you would like to see what is from what's going to be graded from the Mindtap, is by looking at the full grade center within Blackboard, and you'll see everything that has a grade column. Those are things that are going to be graded, and I can't say necessarily.
Okay, so we got chapter 1 videos right here.
So it looks like she's got the videos and quizzes. Probably because when we're talking to her, we decided, these videos and quizzes are multiple choice, so they're graded automatically. They don't require an instructor to go into the Mindtap and view things. That we knew that the learning curve, when instructors are starting right away, it's one thing to learn how to get the Mindtap connected and up and running. It's a whole nother thing to learn how to go in and kind of utilize every function. So we didn't want to assume that an instructor would want to use activity types that require their manual kind of feedback.
Yeah, too steep of a learning curve. So I think this was a good plan.
Yeah. So we figured, there are going to be instructors who want to do that kind of stuff. And that's what I was kind of jumping into. So it looks like, say, in addition to what you have in here, if you wanted to use something else for a grade, you can do that. It just requires that we build a link in somewhere, so whatever, into a content area. So whatever week you would want them to do that, you pull the file into there, and I'll show you how to do it really quick, and then we'll just cancel at the last second.
Okay.
So say, for example, we're in week, any week you can choose.
So let's just choose week 7 because it's got very little content.
Okay. So say you wanted to have them do something from Mindtap for week 7. You go into the folder like you did, and then at the top there you see the 4 choices underneath week 7. The one on the far right is partner content, and then the bottom one is content market. That's going to be where you find the Mindtap stuff.
Okay.
So you've already got it connected. You can either click on that top one that says Mind Links course, or that one that you're hovering over right now.
Okay, so either one of these, Cengage or this.
Correct.
I'm going to go Mind Links.
And then you see how we've got that little orange bubble. That may disappear at some point, because this is a list of everything that we send to Lindsay Wilson's server. So every discipline, anybody who's using a Cengage digital thing in some capacity, it will be listed here. So if you see that not in this view, you can click that little linked button at the top, and it will just
here.
Yeah, it'll show you just the one that you've got.
Okay. I was able to see all of this the other day as well, and I've been in this folder. I've looked through all of these things and actually probably rebuilt something and had to take it back out that Tiffany already did.
Okay.
So
yeah, this is how you pull the links in. So, for example, you see how that, say we were looking for that chapter 2, Why Am I Here, self-inventory. It's got if it can be graded, it will have that little orange bubble next to it. You can choose whether you want it to go into the grade book or not. And then to pick the item, you just check the box to the left of it. And then either at the very top or the very bottom, you
confirm.
And then it'll give you a review screen here, and then another review screen in Blackboard, and this is where we're going to want to cancel. Don't go further than this, or else it'll add it.
Well, even if I add it, I can take it out, because I added several things the other day and then had to go back through and delete them.
Okay.
Because I was playing with it and trying to figure it out. So for other instructors, if they're watching this video, what you would do here is you would make sure it was in the week that you wanted it in, and you can pull up Blackboard here and put it in whatever week you want it, right?
Right. If
so I could,
you were doing all this and all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, I'm in the wrong week entirely, you can switch it here at the last minute. And then you've also got a quick little review of the points that it's going to count for. So some people will change the point value of the activities in Mindtap, and then chapter by chapter they're doing this, and then they miss one or forget to change the points for one. So it gives you a quick little review here, and if it's not matching to what you want it to be, you can cancel, go back into Mindtap, change the points, and then link it in, and it should reflect the.
So if in real life I wanted to add this, then I would just hit submit, and it would automatically pop up in week 7 of my Blackboard.
Correct.
And I would be done. So I'm going to hit cancel on this now.
Yeah, and then let's see, that was chapter 2, self-inventory. So when you do, if you do add something and you want to delete it like you did the other day, I'm assuming you did this or Tiffany did this, you delete the link itself. If it was a graded item, you also want to go into the grade column and you can delete that grade column.
Okay.
And that's the order you want to go into. Delete the link first,
so that
delete the grade column. If you go to try to delete the grade column first, it doesn't even give you the option. It just like the delete
doesn't work.
Isn't even there.
So
it knows that you still have a link somewhere.
All right, so that answered another question. So if I'm pulling an assignment in from Mindtap, it automatically then creates the grade column in Blackboard.
If it's graded, when we were looking at that outline,
that little checkbox
activities, if you were to uncheck the little orange box that said add to grade book before, if you uncheck that, it will not create a grade column. So,
and let's see.
Anywhere in there.
So right here,
yeah,
if I uncheck this,
it won't create a Blackboard grade column.
Okay, so if I check it, then it automatically is created. If I say I forget to check this and later realize that I really wanted it added in, can I just?
It will default to being checked. It's going to assume that you want it to be scored. So if you open up all these little drop down arrows, you'll see that every single one that has an orange thing is going to have a check mark on it.
Okay. All right.
So it's Mindtap, generally speaking, works as a process of elimination as opposed to creation.
Okay. All right.
So that's kind of, if you want to test out by, I don't know, so we built your course. If you jump into like week 1 or 2, let's just make sure that the links that we do have that are going somewhere, the chapter 1 reading should go to the ebook. So that should go straight to chapter 1. That will tell us that we've done our job. Awesome.
There we go.
Really quick while I have you, jump into your email. I sent you that link. I just want to show you what is in there so that as you're working with things, you can feel free to email me, give me a call if you have a question about something. I've tried over time to compile all these resources that will have a little video or a PDF file and answer those questions. So I would bookmark this. It can be kind of like your Mindtap homepage. It's got stuff in there for the people who are building the courses, but then even further below that, there's stuff that are for instructors and stuff for students. So
Okay.
you've got contact info for kind of a bunch of people here, but then down below, if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see this intro video series. So in terms of learning curve, you've got just the general layout, navigation in the Mindtap, how to set dates, how to change point values, and those are all little maybe 4-minute videos. So
Okay.
it's not anything that's going to, bog you down with time. But if you're sitting there trying to do something and you're like, I don't know how to do this, chances are there's a little video here for it. If not, or if the video doesn't answer your question, obviously I'm available. You can, somewhere in there, right there at the very top. So if you click on that, that's my, that Calendly link. That will show you my schedule for the next month. So if you do, just like you did to schedule this meeting today, you can jump in there. And so, ideally my thought process was, if you've got a question about something you're trying to do in Mindtap, check this page first. If you can't answer your question here, great. Click on that link, schedule an appointment as soon as you are able to, where we both have time, and I'll help you out myself.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned, because in all honesty, when I open this page up and I see all of these videos, I'm thinking there's no way under, heaven that I'm watching all of this stuff. I don't have time for that.
I'm not assuming you're going to sit and watch them one by one. It's more of if you're in the middle of chapter 3, a student comes to you and says, I don't see my score or something like that.
Yeah.
And you look you think that the grade should be there already, and if not, chances are you just need to do like a grade sync or something like that, or I don't know. But,
I'm glad you
come here and see what's in there.
I'm glad you mentioned that they're only about 4 minutes each, because I know if I was watching a video of this, I would be like, holy heaven, but 4 minutes makes it sound much more palatable.
Yeah, they're just really quick, things that will jump to the particular task of what you're trying to do. So otherwise, I think you are good to go. If you have any questions, you have 4 of us there to reach out to. That one, Melissa Haney, is going to be changing to a new person. They just did a little rearrangement of what they do, and she's her role is changing a little bit. So it'll be somebody else here soon, but I'll update things, and you can always come here and see whoever you would want to reach out to.
Okay. All right, Andrew, I thank you so much for your time.
Not a problem. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.